ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be making some flowers. I haven't made any flowers in ages, well it feels like ages, and I absolutely love making flowers, and I've got some to make for a swap. So I thought I'd come on and just do a bit of crafting with you whilst I make a couple of flowers. I've just picked this lovely lace, which I absolutely adore, and I'm going to cut the components out to make some flowers. I've done similar before, it's nothing new, but I just like to sometimes just come on and do a bit of crafting and a bit of waffling and talk a bit of rubbish and catch up with you all and show you what I'm up to. So the flowers that I'm making, I've got to have a vintage feel. Now, I'm not terribly good at sticking exactly to like strict, you know, when you're given like a strict sort of setting of what you've got to do. It's got to be this and it's got to be that. When I try and then make something, I seem to like get brain freeze. So I'm not going to worry about it too much, and I'm just going to make what I think. I'm just going to make, and if it turns out vintage, it's a bonus. If not, well, I'll get in trouble, but never mind. So I'm cutting this lace up. This lace is brilliant because you've got so many levels. You've got this lace here, and then you've got all these. You can cut them all up separately. If you've had the lace yourself, you don't need telling. And I've used it lots over the years, as it were. Where am I? I'm here. So you don't always have to just do your basic running stitch. That is a very basic technique, everybody can do it, and sometimes it's nice to just change it up a bit and just think of just different ways of using your laces. And these guppy type laces are so versatile, there's loads you can do with them. So I'm just going to cut and cut and cut, and then I'm going to use these pieces for petals. If you've not been with me for a while, you will, if you go back through my videos, you'll see that my challenge, I finally picked a winner. So we will be having some nice DT projects. I've got DT projects to send out to a few ladies this next coming month for Scrimpies. So if you're a follower of Scrimpies, keep your eyes peeled for those, and if you're not, well, you can just have a nosy anyway, can't you? Right, so I'm going to start. I think I'm going to shall I layer it with those and then with those? No, I'm going to layer it with the little spiky bits first. And ooh, way too much glue there. Let me just get a bit of it out. I'm going to use this little flower as my base. I'm umming and ahhing, I do apologise, but I am a human being. I don't work to a script and I don't edit my videos, so if you get a bit of and ahhing, I'm sorry. And if you get loads of glue strands, just pretend they're not there, it's in your imagination. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my phone on silent. That's what I'm going to do, or else I'm going to get beeped repeatedly. I'm going to just make you know, pretty layers, just stagger them. Nothing groundbreaking, it's not a new technique, just sometimes it's nice to watch somebody craft. I know I enjoy watching my videos when I get time to have a look and have a nosy. I have been trying to watch some paper crafting videos. I'm even in shop trying to watch a bit more paper crafting because I'm trying to, well, I need to basically teach myself paper crafting. It's as simple as that. There's no way around it. As well as my passion for lace, I now have a passion for Stampin' Up, and I'm absolutely loving it. So I need to, well, I need to get a bit better at it. That's what I need to do. You're never too old to learn new things, and that is exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm going to teach myself with the help of all the lovely people on YouTube who are fantastic and like to share and inspire. I'm going to learn myself, teach myself, however you want to say it grammatically. That is what I'm going to do. I do like to learn new things anyway. I think things can get a bit samey, can't they? Even Minecrafting, I look at it sometimes and I think, oh, it's a bit same, it's a bit boring. I've done it before. I need to think of something new and something fresh. But there's very few brand new ideas out there. It's all just a rehash of what all has already been done. So sometimes it might be time to move on to trying a different craft. And I see some of my friends, I've seen my friend Kay moving on to the journals and using the digital images, and I've seen Noodle move on towards mixed media, and it's lovely to see how people grow and change. It is really nice. And then there's been Teresa, she's done several different things, and it's really nice to see ladies that you know and you follow, and see them where you find your own little place, don't you? What it is you want to do. You try lots of different things, and then you find your own little corner of the world. Right, so where am I going with this one now? Put that one there. So there's no real kind of rhyme or reason to it. There's no real set anything, to be honest. What I'm going to do is I'm going to now go in, I think, with some muslin. Why not? I'll do it that way, shall I? Yeah. Don't see why not. Can do what I want. It's my flower. I'm going to add a layer of muslin. These are already cut. I have some in a box ready cut in case I decide I want to do a flower, because I get where I'm busy, so I don't always get to craft. So I try and have stuff sort of pre-prepared, if you know what I mean. I know what I mean. And I'm just folding these up. There's no real rhyme or reason to this either, to be honest. Sometimes you just mess and play and get covered in glue, and it doesn't have to be to a set, you know. Sometimes it's easy to think, you've got to do it like this and you've got to do this like this. There is no right or wrong way. That's the beauty about crafting. Any kind of crafting, there is no rules. You can do what you want. Crafting is a form of art, so it's a form of expression, and it's, you know, you don't need to copy. You can do your own. And if people don't like it, well, you know, it doesn't matter. I don't like all some artists, and they'll be world renowned, and you go look at painting and you think, is that it? Looks like a 2-year-old's done it. But you know, I'm not an art critic. I'm not. That's not my specialist field. So who am I to say? But yeah, I'm waffling. Basically, you do what you want, and you have fun. Creating and crafting and getting full of glow and playing. I mean, how lucky are we that we can do that in our lives? That we don't really have any major worries, and we can just sit here and play with a glue gun and a bit of fabric and make a flower. I mean, life doesn't get any better than that, does it really? It really doesn't. It's not like we have to walk down to the river and collect water on barrels on our heads. We're lucky. Very, very lucky. And some of us don't realise how lucky we are, and it's easy to have a bit of a moan and a bit of a whinge. But we should just remember how lucky we are. Right. One more, I think, and then I'll do another layer of something else. And add and add and add. I try not to waffle. I don't know why, but I just feel like sometimes I just need to have a right good waffle. I'm just going to hold on to that, give it a right good fray, so it looks really, really shabby and... Well, no, it's not shabby, it's vintage. Because I'm meant to be doing vintage flowers. So we're not saying they're shabby, they're vintage, these. And then I'm going to use these little bits. I've got the muslin layer, which, you know, is done purposely because it's a different colour. So it separates this, which I'm going to use again. And I'm just going to do... Is that in the centre? Doesn't have to be perfect, but if it's not in the centre, I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. Because I do like things to be central, I like them to be symmetrical. I'm a little bit bizarre that way. I wouldn't say I were a perfectionist, because I don't think I am. I don't mind if something's not perfect, but if it's not right. There's a difference between perfect and right in my mind. So I'm just doing 4 of these in the centre, so you can just see that nice heart shape. And how simple is that? It doesn't have to be complicated. I'm going to be doing my filming in a slightly different way soon. I went to a team meet, a convention type thing at the weekend, and the team leader there, who was absolutely awesome, had a different kind of tripod to me. Mine is a standard tripod, and the one she had was a... What's the word for it? There's a word for it, but basically, instead of putting your camera on the top, the camera's underneath, so your legs are spread out and your camera's... And so I'll be able to film absolutely direct overhead. So I'm going to order one this afternoon. They're a little bit pricey, but I just think it makes a big difference, to be honest. So hopefully my videos will be a bit better. Then all I need to do is figure out my lighting. Which basically I just film when it's daytime. And then you can't go wrong, can you? Right, what shall I add to that now? Let's have a look. You see, the other part of the specification for these flowers, because they are for a swap on a group, is that they've got to be quite small. So I can't have them too long. Let me see what's here. That's too big. I want a bow, but I don't want it too big. Let me see. Too big. Ooh. I don't know, I'm struggling now. Let me have a see what I've got. I've got a little box outside me, absolutely crammed full. I'll just show you. Of scraps. I bet I shouldn't have shown you that, or else Out Lace Monsters will be wanting me to make scrap bags up. Let me think, what can I put? Just to give it that little bit more. Let me see if I've got any leaves. Oh yes, I have. Oh, these are pretty. I'll have some of these. Oh yes, 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 yes. I'm going to add some of these lovely baby's breaths. I love them. They're so cute. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use, glue strands. I'm going to just add a couple of these acrylic flowers, which are lovely. I'll just twist them together and then chop it up. Like so, main shot. Come down here a bit, Amanda. And then I'm going to stick those inside my flower. I'm going in a bit of a gluey mess here. I can hear dogs, they're up to no good. I've got to watch them like a hawk, you know. They are monsters. Because what they keep doing is, my that's too long. My tumble dryer's in the kitchen. So, what I tend to do is, I don't know if I'm the only completely lazy person, but what I tend to do is, get my washing out of the dryer, fold it up, it ends up on the kitchen table, right? And I'll be honest, it can be there anything up to a week. And because I just get too busy and I really don't like ironing. And what happens is, these little monkeys, and I've figured out how to like pull the dining chairs out from under the table. And then they get up on the dining chair and they sit on my blooming washing. Or the other thing they do is pull it all over the floor, which is rather annoying. And that makes me cross, and then I'm telling them off. It's not good. You don't want your dog sitting on your clean washing. Simple as that. I'm just going to stick those there. I think that looks cute. No, I don't want it there. I want it there. Do I? I don't know now. Oh. Don't know if this is a bit samey, this flower. It's a bit, the colour's a bit, it's just blending in, so I don't think I want that. I think I'm going to change my mind. Oh, let's have some lilies. Couple of lilies. Can't get anything more vintage style than lilies, can ya? Something a bit different. I'll stick them in there. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. Oh, I'm getting absolutely glued up to eyeballs here. Glued up to eyeballs. Just wondering whether to put another acrylic leaf there. I think I will just put one in the middle as well. Just to balance it out a little bit, I think. Yeah, I like that. And then I need something dangler. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Shall I have one of those on the back? Oh, I like that. Forgot I had these. Beautiful these are. It's not cheap. You buy it by the yard and then you can trim it into a plaques. And it's absolutely stunning. And I know I'm only meant to be having a little flower, but do you know what? I think I just want that on there like that. Just for a bit of an extension at the side, yeah, I do. So we'll add that there like so. And it's just about building layers, and the more layers you get, the more interesting it is. Well, it is in my mind anyway. It is in my mind. Let's have a look. I want something sparkly now, and perhaps some seam binding or something like that. Dangled down. That's what I need. I want some tassels. Let me see what I've got. Don't know if I've got any. Tassels! I need to tea stain some stuff because I don't have an awful lot of vintage style stuff. So I'm going to have to use the old jellyfish lace. You can't go wrong with jellyfish lace. Scrimpy's ladies know what jellyfish lace is. And I'm going to double them up. Double them up to get double the tassel. And I really should have stuck that under. In fact, I'm just going to take that off. Because that was a bit of a mistake, wasn't it? I should really... Oh, will it come off? I don't know. It won't come off. No, it won't come off. I've glued it that well. It won't come off. Oh, that was a boo-boo. Let me try. Come on. Yeah, there we go. What I should have done was stick that on first. There we go. Ooh. Getting in a bit of a glowy mess here. Right. Put this back on. And then, it's an example of, let's have it that way, a flower that you've not had to sew. No sewing here. It's all just gluing. So if you're not a big sewer, you're not a fan of sewing, you can make them with just glue. More glue sticks. Goodness knows how long my video is. Far too long. You'll all have switched off and got bored. Just fast forward to end and see it flower. There we go. I actually quite like that. Shabby that up a bit. Oh gosh, it's super frayy, is that? Nice and frayy. Frayy, if that's a word. Well, it is because I've just made it up. And nice and pretty. Let's just get a piece of cardstock so you can have a look at it without all the glue strands. I'll take a picture and put it in the thumbnail so you can have a look. Am I in shot? Backwards, forwards. Just zoom in for you. Oh, the camera's gone. Falling off a tripod. There you go, ladies. I think that's really cute. Nice vintage style flower. Give it a try. No sewing. How easy can that be? Don't get much easier than that. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.